Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host, and this afternoon we'll be reading from Isaiah chapter number 65, verses 17 through 25. For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered, nor come into mind. But be ye glad and rejoice forever in that which I create. For behold, I create Jerusalem a rejoicing, and her people a joy. And I will rejoice in Jerusalem, and joy in my people. And the voice of weeping shall be no more heard in her, nor the voice of crying. There shall be no more thence an infant of days, nor an old man that have not filled his days. For the child shall die 100 years old, but the sinner being 100 years old shall be accursed. And they shall build houses and inhabit them, and they shall plant vineyards and eat the fruit thereof. They shall not build and another inhabit. They shall not plant and another eat. For as the days of a tree are the days of my people, and mine elect shall long enjoy the work of their hands. They shall not labor in vain, nor bring forth for trouble, for they are the seed of the blessed of the Lord, and their offspring with them. And it shall come to pass that before they call, I will answer, and while they are yet speaking, I will hear. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. As we look at this text here, we see that it paints a powerful vision of God's renewal, a promise of a new heavens and a new earth, where sorrow and suffering are replaced with joy, peace, and righteousness. This text here, it speaks to God's ultimate restoration, but it also offers practical ways to shape our lives today. For one, God promises of renewal reminds us that brokenness is not the end. We can face challenges with confidence, knowing that God is working toward restoration. Also, it calls us to rejoice in what God is creating, even in difficult times. We can choose to celebrate His goodness and find joy in His presence. The passage also describes a world where justice and peace reign. We can reflect this by living with integrity, seeking justice, and showing mercy in our daily interactions with others. Also, the promise of a new creation reminds us that God's plans unfold in His perfect timing. We can practice patience and faith, knowing that His purposes will be fulfilled. The imagery of wolves and lambs dwelling together speaks to God's peace overcoming division. We can apply this by seeking reconciliation, fostering unity, and showing love one to another. The passage also highlights a deep connection between God and His people. We can nurture this by spending time in prayer, studying His Word, and walking in obedience to what He has said to us. And as always, we see here that this is a powerful call to live with faith, joy, and purpose, knowing that God's renewal is both a future promise and a present reality. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.